forward to communicating with you guys on filling you in on the rest of our season and any questions you have about what we've been through this season.
Man, I think the season started a little slow for you guys. What happened? Was there a turning point in the season, or that allowed you guys to take off?
Well, it's probably a combination of having a lot of new guys, and the guys we had from last year are still young. And so it was a combination of getting everybody on board with our routines, our habits, our rituals, as most teams like to develop patterns that, helps your team whenever you're training, whenever you're trying to prepare for a match, traveling. So that was all new to a lot of the guys. And then we had a couple injuries. Julian Cash was out for a little while with his shoulder. And so once he got back in the lineup, and that combined with people getting used to everything, that's when we started getting confident and working together as a team a little bit better.
Won 5 out of your last 6 matches. I mean, do you like where your team is right now as you in postseason play?
Yeah, for sure. It's everyone's been improving a lot. They've been taking care of school so that they can do well in our individuals and our practices, and everyone's improving each week, and we're peaking right now. And we're just trying to stay mentally fresh because we've gone through a lot of close matches. So you have to keep it light, keep it fresh, so that when you are playing a match, you're not drained, and that's where we're at right now. It's just been boom, 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 every weekend. 2 matches in a row. We've had some rain delays that have packed in the matches a little bit tighter than usual. So we got through that, and it's just been nonstop. So we're really excited about this tournament coming up.
I mean, you talk about a lot of the guys being young. Obviously, for you being the first year as a head coach, I mean, what's that year been like for you and kind of the whole process? Obviously, I feel like probably similar.
Well, yeah, at the beginning, it's a new leader for them. It's a guy that they saw as an assistant coach, and maybe more in the background behind Pear. And I was always on the court with them, developing them in every way. But for me to be a new guy that they have to trust in, initially that was a learning curve for them. And then as you go through the season, you go through battles, they start to trust more and more in you and my new assistant coach. And so we've grown together as we've gone through these battles this year. So it's been a learning process in that area as well.
I apologize for pronouncing your name wrong, but Rishab?
Yeah.
What's this year been like for you? I mean, coming here and and then as the season, I said, kind of had ups and downs. What's it kind of been like for you?
It's been a good season. Beginning was a little bit rocky, and I didn't have a couple of matches, good matches, and the team as well. We had a couple of rough matches, but we learned from there and we kept working hard, and I think it's showing off right now that we're competing really hard on the court, and that's really helping us win those close matches, because it's just a matter of some points every match, and I think we've been on the winning side. So I think the hard work is paying off.
Where would you say the kind of the turning point of the season was?
I think midway through we had a tough loss against Texas A&M, which is a top 5, top 10 team probably, and we, as I said, it was a couple of points and we could have easily won that match, and I think that match made us realize that we're right there with the top teams, and we kind of stepped it up after that match and we took it to the next level, I can say. And since then we've really come together as a team and been doing well together.
Matt, what did you remember from that match that kind of, would you kind of agree with that, so to speak?
Definitely would agree with that. As a coach, you always look back at what could I have done better, and I felt like if I could have gone down and been a little bit more connected with Julian, I think we could have possibly pushed through that match. But at the same time, I couldn't leave the court because Mate had match points. Rishab was, trying to finish his match off, and I trusted in Tanner that he was going to help Julian through, and he was serving for his match. And looking back on it, maybe if I go down there, we win that match, But then again, you can go, well, maybe Tassilo doesn't come back against Ole Miss. Maybe he doesn't save those 3 match points. So you can't have regrets, but you can just learn from everything you've gone through with your team, and we learned a lot that night. And I guess the main message that night was we're literally points away from beating A&M, and it gave us a lot of confidence moving forward. on how good we are as a team if we do the right things right in practice, and how we eat and how we train and how we compete. And then I think we got more comfortable being uncomfortable after that match. You know, that's the biggest thing about our tennis matches. You have to be really comfortable in the pressure, with adversity, and you being the guy that's going to clinch the match for your team. And after that match, we all were like, okay, well, the moment can't be much bigger than that, you know. And yeah, we were a couple points away. We didn't get it, but we're going to be able to get in that moment in the future. And once we're in that moment in the future, how are you going to handle yourself? And the guys really responded well to that. Obviously, beating Ole Miss and Georgia was a huge win. And then on the road against Kentucky and Tennessee, Reshab and Julian go on against Kentucky last two courts on, and they knew, I have to win my match for us to win. And they went out there like pros and just took care of business because of what we had done before that match. All of our tough situations had prepared them for that.
Reshab, what has been different for you personally in the SEC season? I know, Matt, said you're undefeated in SEC play.
I think, to be honest, the beginning of the season was kind of indoor season, and it's cold conditions, and I think outdoor tennis has really helped me. And I worked hard during the indoor season as well, and it was kind of a tough phase, but yeah, I think my game is coming together a little bit more, and I've been competing better, so that has helped me win a lot of matches. Yeah.
Also, Reshab is really good at taking care of school. He's like a 4.0 student, so his stress level is a little bit lower than some of the other guys when they come to the courts. And that's one of our biggest things, is take care of school so that when you come to the courts, you're fresh, your mind's fresh, and you're ready to improve and train. And he's one of the best on the team at that. So when he does come to the courts, he's like, we call it the look. He's got the look. He's ready to train. He's ready to go. Where some guys look like, you can tell they're still thinking about school, or they're still in study hall, or they're kind of stressed. He's well put together every day. He's one of the first guys in the locker room, one of the first guys out to the practice court, prepared, and so that's really helped him in his improvement this season.